Let's see Coach Mark Dandan.
Coach Mark Dandan, Coach. Namiss ko na si Coach Mark Dandan.
Oo, tsaka iba rin ang bitaw ng boses niya. Lalim eh.
Cyril Gonzalez going all the way right to left, but ending with the right. Cyril Gonzalez extending the lead back to 9.
And did it with a lot of fluidity. Very smooth on that finish.
He struggled in this last game, but Cyril Gonzalez now really showing better offense here in this ball game. Alcantara goes to Apreku. Apreku drives right, couldn't really get a handle of that basketball. I think they're going to call 2 free throws.
Well, at least vary on this last possession by the Montin Lupa cage. Your spacing was not so good. You try and drive, but there's a guy down there in the short corner. You got to clear that path so that you allow that space for the driver to operate on.
So struggles for Montin Lupa to start the fourth quarter. Not the same way they ended the third quarter.
Yes. Boss Kaiser Galvez of Montin Lupa. Always looking very, very dapper.
Talagang sabi nga natin kung ang mga jacket ni Coach Marlon Martin, Boss Kaiser,
diba?
Of course, will always be in the MPBL games looking sharp.
Tsaka si Boss Kaiser, ball is life yan. Ball is life palagi yan.
All-star MVP natin yan.
Oo naman.
Cyril, fake. Floater, that is his specialty, and he will rarely miss it when he gets that opportunity.
And again, it's very convenient for him to put the ball on the floor at least once before he goes to that floater. He loves that kind of move.
12 points already. Patrick Ramos getting a foul right there.
It's been a tough game for Patrick Ramos actually. See the skip pass over. Shot fake on that closeout, one dribble float.
Concerning over first, star of courtside, Daphne Cristobal.
One of the guys we shouldn't miss for the Pasay Voyagers is 25-year-old Cardinal Cyril Gonzalez, who averages 12 points per game. Hailing from Samal Island in Davao, kakagaling niya nga lang doon noong Christmas break until last February 2, over a month of contemplation and rest. Even in Mapua, may sort of verbal agreement na nga sila nito ni Coach M, no? That's why he didn't really hesitate na i-grab na itong opportunity to head in the professional rankings. So, Waniton, Coach Mike.
And he really is fitting well here with the Pasay Voyagers. You know what I'm excited about, Coach, is really the 1-2 punch of Steve Nash and Cyril Gonzalez. Looks like this is going to be a backcourt that we'll be watching for a long time.
Tsaka in my opinion, yung 1-2 guard combination mo matters in the regular season because ang daming guard spots na nag-level up on the skill, on the size, and even on the IQ. And so you have to be able to match up with it.
Steve Nash goes for the 3. Steve Nash misses the 3.
Huwag ka na lang lalayo. Yung Cyrus Tabi na lang napunta ng Quezon. I mean, that was pretty huge.
Ryan De La Rosa driving right. Struggles continue on the offensive end for Montin Lupa. Steve Nash going behind the back. Not really the best opportunity there. Pajarito wide open. That's going to be a miss. He's been trying to make that behind the back work, Coach.
Hindi ba nagwo-work no? Not yet. Not yet.
No, there will be one of these times. ManiPay, the digital wallet built for the community. Patrick Ramos setting up, only 5 seconds remaining. Patrick Ramos goes for a spin, 2 seconds remaining, and there is gonna be a foul on that last second. Medyo na-tempt. Sumundot itong si Montaño.
Well, they had to rotate kasi nasa loob na siya ng paint They tried to prevent him from going inside, pero yung biglang pihit pabalik dito sa left side of the floor, somebody had to rotate over and eventually nagkaroon ng contact.
Gonna give Patrick Ramos opportunities here. Patrick Ramos here in this ball game, 4 points, but it's 1 out of 5. He has 4 rebounds and 1 assist, alongside 2 steals. But he is trying hard in getting his baskets here in today's ball game.
Yes, as he always does in every game that he plays. Because he's not just a point guard, he's a wing that can also score, and he loves to run open floor. And if you ask him to create shots for your team, he can do that.
And Patrick Ramos getting 0 out of 2 in that last sequence. So the struggles continue for Patrick. But Monmon de la Cruz, Pasay choosing to slow things down. He goes swing, Cyril asking for a screen, rejects the screen, goes for a floater, almost in. But the ball goes back to the pink. Montaño. They set things up. To Pajarito on the middle, swings it to Enriquez. A swipe from the back, and the ball goes on the side of Montin Lupa. A little correction.
Yeah, I think that should go to Pasay. May tapik sa likod eh. Ang bilis ng react ni Coach Big Escudero.
See everybody reacting on the side kasi nasa harap talaga nila
Harapan
nangyari.
nila eh, oo naman.
Elevator, that's a hard 3. Miss for Cyril. Oh, first time we're seeing Miguel Corteza after the first half.
Tagal-tagal rin bago bumalik to si Miggy.
Really trying a lot of different schemes ito, Montin Lupa.
No travel.
It's a good call by the referee. A little shuffle on the feet coming from Patrick Ramos.
Right. That's a good call.
Mark Parks returning now on the ball game. He's been playing terrific also here in today's game. Mark Parks, you see his numbers: 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. Complete game for Mark Parks. 17 minutes of play, so quality minutes being brought in by Mark.
Oo. Players are actually getting a good burn in this game, no? Ang dami rin, ang ganda ng rotation ng mga players. Good move and good pass.
Look at that high-low coach. Very simple basketball, yet very effective.
I've always believed that if a left-handed player starts on the right side of the floor, it's deadly if he goes to the left.
And we see that perfectly in Monmon de la Cruz and Christian Pajarito. AJ Miranda not successful on that last play. Once again, Steve Nash to a running Cyril Gonzalez for another easy layup.
Bihira para sa isang gwardiya, hindi mo mahawak yung bola pero alam mo na kung kanino mo ipapasa, and that really speaks to the vision of a Steve Nash Enriquez, really just living up to his name.
Back-to-back assists, back-to-back baskets. This 4-0 run will force Coach Tantan Banal into a timeout. AJ Miranda and the rest of the Montin Lupa Voyagers, the Montin Lupa Cagers, trying to make a comeback here. They are down by 15. And the struggle has continued here in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes into the fourth, and they have yet to make a basket here in the fourth quarter. Ramos to try to set a play. To go to the middle, Corteza with a float. Finally, a basket for the Cagers.
Yeah, been a while since the last time we saw that magical floater from Miggy. Goes in.
Very comfortable off the middle. Miggy Corteza finally making the basket for the Cagers. Now a trap and an offensive foul on Monmon de la Cruz. A very beautiful double for AJ Miranda.
Talagang dinipensahan rin naman ni AJ Miranda. That's something that you really would get. Again, babalik tayo sa coach na pinanggalingan niya, Coach Lou yan. So, depensa, no question about it.
Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. So, whistle right here. It's going to be 2 free throws for AJ Miranda. AJ Miranda here in this ball game, only playing 15 minutes, but he has played complete basketball. He has 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal to his name, Coach.
And doing all the things that's needed. Struggled a little bit in the first half, but I'd like to think the entire roster of players in the first half really struggled kasi nga nagmamadali. But now, second half, somehow settled in na sila.
He's not going to get the same minutes he usually has, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists a ball game. But as Coach Tantan was saying, they'll be trying a lot of different rotations here in today's ball game. So AJ Miranda not really going to get a lot of that burn here in today's game. It's going to be another foul called here on the Pasay Voyagers. So another opportunity for the Cagers to slowly try and return here in the game.
And they still have time. This is a full 5 minutes left. And with the type of firepower they have, you know, definitely a lot of paint scoring that they need.
Corteza goes 2 out of 2. It's a quick 5-0 swing here for the Cagers. Now trying to pressure Steve Nash. All Steve Nash needs is a high screen.
This is a good audition for Patrick Ramos.
Maybe a good matchup. Switch on Steve. He goes swing. Cyril wide open. Cyril can't make the 3. Chance for Cagers to cut this into single digits. Corteza with a 3. Can't make it. Ramos, no foul called. 3 pink shirts getting the block there.
Never short of effort ito si Patrick Ramos. Kaya lang talagang land of the Giants na nandun eh. What are you gonna do about it?
Not really make a basket there with 3 pink shirts. Steve Nash goes one-on-one against Patrick Ramos. Steve Nash trying to dance. Swings once again. Cyril, fake pass, basket. Can't make it. Oh, goes back to Cyril Gonzalez. Hesitation. Cyril has been enjoying this ball game, Coach.
Oh, indeed. He's got in a good rhythm here in the second half, and you can feel it. The energy that he brings, certain level of joy here in the third and the fourth.
The groove has been smooth for Cyril Gonzalez here in this game.
Indeed.
AJ Miranda quick to answer.
And that's all the space that he needs. Top of the key 3.
You see a lot of effort coming from AJ Miranda, cutting the lead to single digits with only 3:45 left in the game.
So far, the story for the Voyagers in the first half was really more of Christian Pajarito. Second half was really looking more like Cyril's.
Try to put in a little energy, put back in put back in Jimboy Pastoran. See that little in and out, going to the middle, eventually ending in a floater. And on the next play, Cyril Gonzalez once again, that's the same play, but
right.
really showing out that in and out move.
Yeah, you always have to see another good finish right there. This time by Christian. Was that Liam Martel?
No, that's Christian Pajarito.
Christian Pajarito.
I mean, how exciting is this trio of Enriquez, Gonzalez, and Pajarito?
Oh.
We're gonna see a 3-level monster here for Pasay.
I'll bring in another guard in that mix, and this is one might be a hot take. I like Joshua Dino on the Pasay Voyagers. We've covered in some of the collegiate games that he's played. I think he's got something.
So we see the depth of the Pasay Voyagers, Coach. We are in the preseason, but a lot of new names are showing up. There's guys like Mark Parks and Monmon de la Cruz also adding to the mix. Jello Santiago is still injured at this point.
Again, happy problem para dito kay Coach Marlon naman.
Baka nanonood, shout out na natin dyan si Coach Jeff Napa. Might be proud of his boys. Coach Jeff, shout out to you.
The NU boys. Talaga nga naman pag pumasok sa programa ng NU din, you get a lot of good stuff.
Montin Lupa trying to knock on the door of Pasay. This is only a 9-point lead, not a very far lead. And we do know that Montin Lupa has the capability to actually make a comeback. But now Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is one guard out of NU, which I feel really stepped up to the plate. Lalo na ooh, another block.
Opportunity 4 versus 2. Pastoran drives middle, goes to Ajem, wide open on the corner, just couldn't make it. Good stop coming from Pasay. That was 4 versus 2, but Montin Lupa could not make a basket.
I thought Jimboy Pastoran already had a shot there, but decided to put the ball on the floor and try to make something out of it. And you're most free when you catch it.
Oh, just a little too long for Steve Nash. Wanted to go post on Christian Pajarito.
Yeah, I was gonna say about Steve Nash Enriquez when Kian Baclan left and he stepped up to the plate. You know, that was a pretty big challenge that he really took on, and look at him now.
And really giving growth to Steve Nash. But talk about growth, AJ Miranda slowly growing here in this game, getting his numbers up. Here, a little off-ball screen. Christian Pajarito going for that swipe, and AJ Miranda, as you were saying,
Yes.
Coach, very comfortable on the left.
Yes, and making a good case for that roster spot here in the Montin Lupa Voyagers.
AJ Miranda starting out very slow, entering the ball game late in the second quarter, but now his numbers are all the way up to 13 points and 7 rebounds alongside 2 assists.
Yes. And I feel with the way that AGM is performing, not just for AGM, even the other players that's trying out for roster spots, if you do really good, maybe that team doesn't pick you up, maybe another team sees you. So you really have to do your best if you want to crack a roster spot.
A little press, good hands by Robbie Naive. 1 second to cross for Pasay. They have to be able to... Oh, they're going to review it here. If it's going to be... If they've crossed it,
Yeah.
natin. Oh, it's an 8-second violation here. So Coach Santan Banal really reminding the referees na 8-second violation yun. So opportunity, Coach, it's only a 2-possession ball game.
Oo, pagkakataon pa to. You know, 2 minutes, a lot of time.
Corteza going to Ajem. Ajem trying to attack Cyril Gonzalez, but just too much. Mark Parks doubled on the corner. Able to give it to Cyril. Trying to go fast. Cyril goes under. Missing the shot. AJ Miranda now with numbers. AJ Miranda with the length. AJ Miranda with the finish. A little off balance for AJ, but able to get the finish, Coach.
Then somebody just say this is just a preseason game. Grabe yung competition dito. I mean, Cyril was really in there to try and finish it. Once that miss comes up, you know, AJ was off to the races the other end.
We know the speed, we know the talent, we know the size. AJ Miranda cutting the lead all the way to 4 here with 1:41 remaining in the ball game. AJ Miranda getting that last basket before the timeout. And he has been stepping up big time for Montin Lupa to mount this comeback, Coach.
Yes. And, you know, what time for him to start picking up his game and start converting shots.
Montin Lupa will try to go for a press here for them to be able to make stops. Steve Nash, 2 white shirts, able to cross that basketball to Mark Parks. Steve Nash now will slow things down. Trying to go to a 2-man game. Oh, that's going to be a travel right in front of the referee.
And all because he got bothered by the defense. And again, ang haba pa ng oras na to, 2-possession game. One might argue na 1 possession on a 3-point shot and a foul.
1 minute 27 left. Jimboy Pastoran forcing that stop on Steve Nash. Robbie Naive driving baseline.
Oh,
Robbie
wow.
Naive with the pass fake. Almost a shot there. He is asking for a foul, but no whistle was called.
I like the read of Robbie Naive, pero ang ganda rin ang depensa ni Mark.
Now Steve Nash wants a 2-man game. He's gonna put the ball on the floor. Steve Nash sees an opening. Steve Nash on the left side will miss that. AJ Miranda now with a basketball. AJ uses his speed against Mark, forcing that pass. Robbie, corner, Corteza, miss. Robbie Naive getting that offensive rebound, an opportunity for 2 at the line.
Grabe yung resolve ng mga players na to sa both teams, Voyagers and the Cagers, really competing and getting at it. Missed 3 right there, but who's there to get a possible stick back? Robbie
Robbie
Naive.
Naive, that's been the name of the game for Robbie Naive. Heart and hustle. This guy might be an undersized too, but whenever he is on the court, you can expect a full heart coming from Robbie Naive.
No question about it.
Robbie Naive on the first, a little too strong for Robbie Naive. But still an opportunity for him to cut the lead into single possession, coach.
Oh, yeah. But if you're Boss Guys, you're liking the second half for the Montin Lupa Cagers.
Let's remind everybody, this is a preseason ball game, but everybody is competing like it's a playoff.
Like you're competing for a spot in the playoffs.
Pati kami nadadala ni Coach Mike, and that's gonna be a steal for Robbie. Almost a steal for the Cagers.
Yeah. May oras pa.
Oh, they're asking for an 8-second violation, but they were able to cross. The referee saying, naitawid na, naitapit lang. The referee might have a case here.
Definitely off Robbie Naive at that time. But again, getting in that passing lane, getting deflections.
Almost a steal for Robbie Naive. It could have been an opportunity to cut the lead further. And so far, Coach, the offense of Pasay has been stagnant the past few possessions.
But all because of the defense of the Cagers. They first started with zone and then went into this really pressure man-on-man defense against the Voyagers.
Montin de la Cruz goes for the three. Oh my goodness! Steve Nash Enriquez silences the crowd.
Oh my!
Not the best shot possible, but Steve Nash relying on instinct, relying on skill. So watch that once again. Monmon nowhere to go, kicks it out, no space, hand on the shot, but Steve Nash Enriquez saying, this is my game, my moment, getting that three, Coach.
And he too had a lot of air underneath that ball on that shot, that loop, just enough to get that ball in. Crucial play.
And that is huge because it extends the lead back to double digits. Coach, we thought that Montin Lupa was making a run already. They were making the right plays. Pasay was struggling, but Coach, this is a huge three for the Voyagers.
Totoo naman yun. I mean, who would think he's taken, what, 4 threes, never made any, and this one comes up. But ang importante dito is, you understand, in that moment, you gotta take the shot.
You know, as they say, Coach, 23 seconds of good defense is not enough. Look at the numbers of Steve Nash Enriquez. 8 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Trying to knock on a triple-double game for Steve Nash. And a complete package for the Voyagers.
Oh my.
Chance for the Cagers. Pastoran. They go for an Iverson screen. AJ Miranda uses his speed, goes corner. Apreku goes to Cordesa. Cordesa, well challenged, goes for the three. It's a miss. 2 seconds on the game clock, and the Pasay Voyagers will escape this ball game, going home with a victory. But what a fourth quarter, Coach. Montin Lupa knocking on the doors of the Voyagers.
Yeah, you could say that the third and the fourth were very competitive, but you like the level of commitment in terms of getting a win for your respective teams. Steve Nash knocked down that three. Cyril Gonzalez did his thing in the second half, which really brought us to where we are now. And even Miggy Corteza did his thing, pero it's just really the breaks of the game, and Steve Nash doing the right things.
And there's one guy that we have to highlight, especially in the second half, Coach, where he really stepped up big time. Cyril Gonzalez, our player of the game.
Yeah, he just really kept going at it, and you know, there's nothing left to do but really to award him with that kind of performance. 16 points altogether para dito kay Cyril, and pretty impressive from the Voyagers.
Cyril Gonzalez making an impact. He did struggle offensively in their last game, only 4 out of 13, but today here in this ball game, Cyril Gonzalez stepping up big time. You see his number 16 points, 7 out of 18, 2 rebounds, getting 2 steals as well. Sorry, 3 steals for Cyril Gonzalez. And let's turn you over to our court side with Cyril.
Thank you, Juanito and Coach Mike. Cyril, congratulations. Second victory for Pasay Voyagers. Sabi mo nga sa akin, no, ang tagal mong pinag-isipan itong big move na to, and so far, masasabi mo bang tama ang desisyon mo?
Opo, tama po. Kasi Binibigyan nila kami, especially sila coach, ng kumpiyansa sa laro. Walang pressure, dapat masaya. Kung magkamali man, bawal mag-sorry, dapat bawi lang. Ganun.
Dito sa fourth quarter, biglang humahabol itong Montin Lupa. Ano masasabi mo dun sa teammates mo, just like dito sa pinakita ni Steve Nash para makuha itong panalong to?
Sobrang laking credit ng teammates ko kasi yung composure nila, andun yung pagka-veterano, especially sila Christian, and yung pagiging leader ni Nash na dala niya kami hanggang sa matapos yung laro.